Good morning, everyone. Sorry for the delay. We are ready whenever everyone else is.
Good morning, Your Honor. This is Saint Sir in a quorum too.
Good morning, Saint Ron. How are you doing today?
I'm good. And yourself?
Good, thank you.
We can start with position number 41 and 42, Mr. O'Neill.
Who's representing Mr. O'Neill this morning?
Good morning, Your Honor. I am.
Good morning, Mr. Chatai. What are we doing with Mr. O'Neill?
This is a negotiated plea.
Very good. Good morning, Mr. O'Neill. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar that we are conducting by video. Can you raise your right hand for me, please, sir? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? You have to speak verbally for me, sir.
So,
Okay, you can place your hand down. Thank you, Mr. O'Neill. Good morning, Ms. Falk.
Muted.
Thank you. Which position are we on?
We're on position number 41 and 42, Mr. Jarvis O'Neill.
Yes, Your Honor. The state's recommendation on position 41 and 42 is on the public drunk, 12 months served, 45 days, credit for time served, 11 days, from November 24th to November 25th of 2023, March 17th of 2025 until today, balance probated in ADET. On count 2, the simple battery, 12 months served, 45 days, credit for time served, 11 days, concurrent with count 1. And on the terroristic threats, 12 months served, 45 days, credit for time served, 11 days, balance probated, and 12 weeks of anger management. Position 42 will be null prost upon the taking of the plea to position 41. We do ask the defense to stipulate to venue, factual basis, and identification for the purposes of this plea. Your Honor, the victim in both of the simple battery and terroristic threats was an officer, so we will not sound for him as he is not appearing in court today.
Okay.
That's all for the state.
Mr. Chatai?
We stipulate, Your Honor, and I just want to confirm with the state that count 3 is concurrent with the other 2 counts.
That is correct. All counts are concurrent.
All right.
Case 23 CR 007270F, you wish to plead guilty to public drunk, simple battery against a police officer, and terroristic threats and acts. Is that correct? Mr. O'Neill, you have to speak up for me, sir.
yes,
Okay. Did you hear my question? Okay, and you want to plead guilty to those charges, is that right? Is that a yes?
yes,
Okay. Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning? You've been represented by Mr. Chatai there. Are you happy with what he's done for you?
Yes.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on these charges and that by pleading guilty to them, you're giving up that right? Do you understand that?
Speak up.
Is that a yes? You have to speak up for me.
yeah.
Has anyone forced you or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, I know that.
Okay, I'll accept the plea as negotiated, Mr. O'Neill. Mr. Chatai, does Mr. O'Neill, would he benefit from any services from the social worker? Does he have a place to live?
I didn't discuss that with him, Judge. He says he doesn't, but we have a social worker here, and I could have the social worker speak with him.
Okay, if you will do that, I don't want to set him up for failure. So if he needs something from the social worker, especially if it has to do with housing, if you'll provide that for him, I'll accept the plea as negotiated. Mr. O'Neill, when you complete the terms of the probation, I'll have it go to a non-reporting status. So the sooner you get the things done, the sooner you won't be on reporting probation, okay? All right, good luck to you, sir.
Come on. Next, Your Honor, we can go to position number 58, Mr. Williams. Right here. Kim.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and let's see. I'm sorry, Ms. Kim, I don't have a list as of yet of the PD's announcement. So until I get that, we're having some difficulty here in the courtroom. I'll just ask that you all let me know what we're doing with each of your clients. Do you represent Mr. Williams?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
This is negotiated plea, Your Honor.
Okay, very good. Thank you. Good morning, Mr. Williams. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar that we're conducting by video. Can you raise your right hand for me, please, sir? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, sir. Yes, Ms. Fall.
Your Honor, do you have access to your email?
I do, but that's very difficult for me to get to while you all are on the screen with me.
Understood. I just forwarded you the announcements in case you
Okay.
can access them that way. So position 58, count 1, the criminal trespass is 12 months served, 34 days, credit for time served 17 days. That's going to be from March 9th, 2025 until today. Balance suspended. Stay away from the Chevron located at 111 Boulevard Northeast in Atlanta. Count 2, the willful obstruction of law enforcement officers. That will be a time served plea, which is 34 days, credit for time served 17 days, same dates, March 9th, 2025 to today. That is to run concurrent with count 1. We do ask the defense stipulate to venue factual basis and identification for the purposes of the plea. That's all for the state.
Ms. Kim?
Yes, we stipulate for the purpose of the plea.
Mr. Williams, it's my understanding that in case 25 CR 001250C, you wish to plead guilty to criminal trespass and willful obstruction of law enforcement officers. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Are you under the influence of any
Can
drugs?
I
or
ask a question? No. Can you
Hold
say-
on, hold on,
You
Mr.
can ask me a
Williams.
question.
Yeah, you have a right to
say
remain
the second one
silent.
again. Say the second one again. Say what you just said.
Okay. Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning?
No.
Okay. You've been represented by Ms. Kim here. Are you
Oh.
happy with what she's done for you?
Yeah.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on these charges and that by pleading guilty to them, you're giving up that right?
I'm for Miss Kim for whatever she said. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, well, I'm asking you, Mr. Williams, so you understand that, listen to me now, listen to me. You understand that you have a right to a jury trial, and because you're pleading guilty, you're giving up that right. You understand that?
Yeah.
Has anybody forced you or coerced you to plead guilty?
Oh.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated, Mr. Williams. You understand? You can't go back to that Chevron. You
Okay, can I
understand
ask a
that?
question? Can I ask one more question?
Does it have to do with the Chevron?
No. Can I
Okay.
go back home? Can I get a bus ticket home?
Ms.
Yes,
Kim,
Yep,
are
I'll talk
are
to
you
you
able
later
to-
about that.
Okay, yes, ma'am.
okay. Anything else, Mr. Williams?
No.
All right, good luck to you, sir. Don't go back to that Chevron, okay?
Yes, sir.
Second, last row.
Good morning, Judge Morrow.
Good morning, Francois. How are you today?
Pretty good. Hope you're doing well.
Yes.
Is it possible that we can have a breakout with Ms. Kim?
Okay. Do you want her to go into a breakout room with you there at ACDC? Did she need to speak with her client here?
Yes,
Correct.
Okay, so we'll place Ms. Kim into a breakout room with ACDC. And while we do that, I guess we can go back to courtroom 2 and maybe take some of Mr. Chatai's cases or someone else's case.
Okay, Judge.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
You can go to position number 8 through 10, Mr. Bishop. Mrs. Bishop.
Yeah.
Okay, who's representing Mr. Bishop? And I believe that I know Ms. Bishop from last week, so good morning again, Ms. Bishop.
Oh, it's not you.
Good morning, Mr. White. How are you today?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing well. I know that we had a conversation about Ms. Bishop last week. Where are we with this matter?
Social workers have spoken with her and they don't feel there's any issue entering a plea.
Okay, and so it will be a negotiated plea today to positions 8, 9, and 10. Is that right?
That's correct. Though.
Okay. Ms. Bishop, if you can raise your right hand for me, please. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. You can place your hand down. Thank you. Ms. Falk?
Yes, Your Honor. The state's recommendation on the simple battery is 12 months, served 30 days, credit for time served 3 days, from June 16th to June 18th of 2024. Balance probated, 8 weeks of anger management, no further contact with Gidget Brewery. On position 9, which is on position 9, correct, which is the willful obstruction, 12 months probation, $300 fine. On the criminal trespass, 12 months probation concurrent with count 1. Stay away from the Red Roof Inn located at 2450 Old National Parkway in College Park. And position 10, which is the simple battery, count 1, 12 months, serve 58 days, credit for time served 29 days, from February 25th, 2025 until today, balance probated, no further violent contact with Priscilla Saffel, MHET or BHET, whichever the defense chooses, and comply with any recommended medication. Count 2, the simple battery against the police officer, is going to be 12 months concurrent with count 1. Let me just see something. It looks like there is a count 3 listed, but let me make sure that that may just have been a typo. These recommendations are global recommendations and are concurrent with one another. Ms. Saffel is here in the courtroom. I know that she had expressed concerns earlier about her son's ability to take a plea. However, after you asked for the social worker to visit Ms. Bishop, it was concluded that she is able to take a plea today, and so we are ready to move forward. We would, however, in accordance with Marcia's law, sound for Ms. Saffel if she would like to speak, and we do ask the defense stipulate to venue, factual basis, and identification for the purposes of the plea.
Okay, and position number 10, Ms. Falk, I believe that they just have them, I have a simple battery, family violence, a criminal trespass, and a simple battery against a police officer.
Correct. And so count 3, for some reason, it didn't show up on my calendar, or may have gotten deleted, would be 12 months, 58 days, credit for time served 29 days, concurrent with count 1 on the count 3 of that case.
Which one was that?
Okay.
So it shows, if Ms. Strong, if you look, it shows simple battery, family violence, criminal trespass. Those are 2 separate counts, and then the simple battery against a police officer is the 3rd count.
Oh,
When I pulled it up on Odyssey, it tracks with Odyssey. It just, for some reason, it got a little mixed up on the calendar.
I have it, Ms. Falk, on my Senate sheet. Thank you.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay, and thank you. Yes, Ms. Saffel, if you would like to address the court, now is your opportunity to do so. I will need for you to activate your camera for me, please, ma'am.
I did the unmute. I can't activate my camera. I am really sick. Like I explained in the chat, I am really sick. I'm supposed to have a 11:30 appointment.
Okay, so
It's
Ms.
like
Saffel,
I'm not being heard.
well, Ms.
It's like
Saffel,
my
Ms.
rights are
Saffel,
being violated.
Ms.
It's
Saffel,
like,
Ms. Saffel, you did this to me last time. I'm not going to have you do this to me again this time.
what are you
okay?
saying? I can't
You are
hear
not-
you. What
you
are
are
you
not-
saying?
You are not going to talk over me as you
I
tried to
didn't
do
hear you.
last time, and I asked you to come on camera, and I'm happy to hear from you, and I'm happy that you're here, but you're going to have to comply with the rules of this court, okay? If you cannot comply, then I wish you the best.
I guess you can't hear me. Can someone hear me? Because I can't hear.
I can hear you. I can hear you just fine.
Okay, so like I explained in the chat, I said,
okay, so I'm explaining to
that
you.
I'm sick.
Okay, I'm so sorry
I'm
that you're
laying
sick,
down.
but I'm not, we did this
I'm
last time. I'm not going to
handicapped,
do this
as
again
you
with you.
saw.
If you'll
Okay,
mute Miss Saffel for me,
and
please.
I need a new judge because you're not hearing me, and obviously you're.
Okay, Ms. Apple tried to talk over me last time. She won't listen to a word that I'm trying to tell her. I'm happy to have her here with me. I'm happy to listen to her, but I'm not gonna do it unless she complies with what this court has instructed. This court has instructed that she come on camera. I'm happy to speak with her in that regard. I'm not gonna listen to her complaints, which is what she wanted to give this court the last time, as opposed to
Because I'm the one that made the
as opposed to
911
Ms.
call
Bishop.
for mental health for my son, so that.
If you will mute Ms. Sappho, please. Mr. White,
Your Honor, I'm sorry, just give me a sec. On position 8, I know that state says 3 days. This case has been reset a couple of
Mr.
times.
White, you're gonna have to turn up the volume there or something. We can't hear you. You're gonna have to speak more into the microphone.
That microphone.
Okay, all right, Judge. Can you hear me better now?
If you just continue to speak up for me, please.
Okay. On position 8, the state asked for credit for 3 days. He has, or she has been in jail now, an extra week. I understand it's not necessarily on this case, but it was an extra week because we reset it for the plea. We're asking the credit for the 7 days since it was reset last time, at least, which would require her to do another 5 days. Then we pass the probation, terminate or go non-reporting upon completion of all of his requirements. And the $300 fine could be converted to 30 hours community service.
Your Honor, just to kind of, by way of explanation, the state can't give credit for the time served for 10 days. What we can do is reduce the 30 days to 16 days, which we'll agree to do, which will put her in the same position that she would have been had she taken this plea last week. Is that agreeable?
Absolutely, thank you.
Okay.
Okay, and that's credit for how much time served?
So it'd be 16 days credit for time served for 3 days, which would then leave her with 5 days to serve. Which would essentially be the same position she would have been in last week if she had taken the 30 days credit for time served 3 days. Because
Okay.
she would have served another 7 days and that would have given her credit and she'd only have 5 days remaining.
Understand. Thank you, Ms. Falk. I appreciate that, especially since the court was the one who asked for a week reset so that we could get more information on this matter.
Not a problem. And thank you for clarifying, PD White.
Okay, Mr. White, does she have a place to go once she gets out of custody?
These are only cases that's in June.
Honest, Judge, our social workers supposedly were supposed to cover that, and I'm not certain. Okay.
Okay, I just don't want to set her up for failure,
My
Mr.
understanding is
White.
she got something worked out through PAD. That's what.
Okay. All right, anything further before I take the plea?
Not from the defense, Judge.
Ms. Bishop, it's my understanding that in case 24 CR 003830G, you wish to plead guilty to simple battery. In case 24 CR 003930G, you wish to plead guilty to willful obstruction of law enforcement officers and criminal trespass. And in case 25 CR 000987G, you wish to plead guilty to simple battery, family violence, criminal trespass, and simple battery against a police officer. Is that correct?
That is correct, Your Honor.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning?
No, Your Honor.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with his representation?
I am satisfied, Your Honor.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on these charges and that by pleading guilty to them, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes, Your Honor.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, Your Honor.
I'll accept the pleas as negotiated, Ms. Bishop. I will convert the $300 fine to 30 hours of community service.
Can we go through?
When you, yeah, give me a moment. when you complete the terms of the probation, I will have it go to a non-reporting status. So the sooner you get it done, the sooner you won't be on reporting probation and have to pay those fees. And yes. Ms. Strong?
Ms. Falk, do you mind going through the plea one more time, please? I just want to make sure that I have it correct for each one.
Absolutely. And if I may just ask, was BHET or MHET chosen for position 10?
Oh, I'm sorry, MHET, please.
Okay, understood. All right, so the plea as stated was on position 8. The simple battery, 12 months served 16 days, credit for time served 3 days. We did request 8 weeks of anger management and no further contact with Gidget Brewery. On position 9, 12 months probation, $300 fine on the willful obstruction. I believe Your Honor converted that to 30 hours of community service. On count 2, the criminal trespass, 12 months concurrent with count 1, stay away from the Red Roof Inn at 2450 Old National Highway in College Park. Position number 10, the simple battery family violence, 12 months served 58 days, credit for time served 29 days, balance probated, no further violent contact with Patricia Saffel. MHET, comply with any recommended medication. Position count 2, 12 months concurrent with count 1, count 3, 12 months served 58 days, credit for time served 29 days, concurrent with count 1.
Thank you.
Not a problem.
Okay, who do we have next?
Next, we will go to position number 20 through 21, Mr. Copeland.
No, that's gonna be a negotiated plea.
Okay. Good morning, Mr. Copeland. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar that we're conducting by video. Can you raise your right hand for me, please, sir? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Thank you, sir. You can place your hand down. Yes, Ms. Falk.
On position 20, the simple battery family violence, count 1, 12 months served 26 days, credit for time served 13 days. That's March 9th, 2024, and then March 14th, 2025 to today. MHET, no further violent contact with Tawana Copeland and Yasmin Copeland. FVIP on count 2. That was null prost. I went and checked in Odyssey in the clerk side. It looks like that was null prost on June 5th of 2024. So we are not proceeding on that count. Position 21, the failure to appear will be null prost upon the taking of this plea. We did have an opportunity to speak with the victim in this case, Ms. Tawana Copeland. She stated she would rather the defendant participate in some sort of MHC program, but she does agree with the plea otherwise. She stated that she believes the defendant did an MHET on Monday or Tuesday this week at the jail, and she stated she will be here on Zoom. So we would like to sound for her at this time if Ms. Tawana Copeland is here. We will say if the defendant has already had an MHET, then that would, this week, then that would satisfy our requirement for one.
Okay. If Ms. Tawana Copeland is with us and wishes to address the court, now is your opportunity to do so.
And before I forget, the state would ask the defense to stipulate to venue, factual basis, and identification for the purposes of the plea. That's all.
Mr. White?
We so stipulate, we just ask to accept the plea as negotiated. We would ask that the probation go non-reporting once he completes all of his requirements.
Okay. Mr. Cope? Yes, Ms.
Sorry,
Falk.
PD White, are you aware if he had an MHET already this week?
I am not. This is the first time hearing of that.
Okay.
Okay, Mr. Copeland, it's my understanding that in case 24 CR 001112E, you wish to plead guilty to simple battery family violence and simple battery. Is that correct?
Correct.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning?
No.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yeah.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on these charges and that by pleading guilty to them, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yeah.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No.
Okay. I'm gonna ask you that question again, Mr. Copeland. Has anyone forced you or coerced you to plead guilty? Are you giving this plea freely and voluntarily of your own free will?
Yes.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated, Mr. Copeland. When you complete the terms of the probation, I'll have it go to a non-reporting status. So the sooner you get it done, the sooner you won't be on reporting probation and have to pay those fees, okay? Anything further, Mr. White?
No, Your Honor.
All right, good luck to you, Mr. Copeland.
Thank you.
Open cases, since the case is closed, but I can't guarantee. No, good luck.
Next, Judge, we have position number 23 and 24, Ms. Floyd.
Bishop.
And yes, Ms. Kim, what are we doing
Yes,
with
Your Honor.
Ms.
This
Floyd?
is actually for motion to set aside the FTA bench warrant because she was incarcerated at the time. And I emailed a proof of incarceration to ASG Shelley. So Shelley Falk, and I was wondering if that can be null prost.
Yes, I just had an opportunity to check it against the system. Judge Morrow, it looks as though the defendant was ordered to court for a plea and arraignment on February 10th of 2025 and was a failure to appear on that date before Judge Richardson. PD Kim is correct. She did send me proof of incarceration that was provided to her from Gwinnett County Sheriff's Office that states that she was arrested on February 9th of 2025 and released on February 25th of 2025, which would have been the day preceding the day she was supposed to appear in court. So based on that, the state has no objection to lifting the bench warrant on Ms. Floyd.
Okay. So if you'll get the paperwork to Ms. Strong, she'll get it to me and we'll get it signed and entered. Ms. Floyd, your case will be returned to the division judge and you'll get notification of your next hearing date, ma'am.
I'll be released today.
As long as you don't have anything further holding you, yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Okay, all right. Good luck to you, ma'am.
Pittman.
Who do we have next?
Coleman. Are you done?
And Your Honor, if I may ask Ms. Strong, with your permission, Ms. Strong, do I just need to do a null pros on this, or is there something additional that I need to do?
Just a null cross.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thank you. I was just making sure. I'll go ahead and prepare that right now.
thank you.
Who do we have next?
Position number 1, Mr. Addison.
This will be a negotiated plea, Judge.
Okay. Good morning, Mr. Addison. I'm Judge Eric Mora. This is the state all-purpose calendar that we're conducting by video. Can you raise your right hand for me, please, sir?
Morning. Okay.
Good morning. Do you swear or affirm the testimony? Keep it up for me.
Oh.
Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can place your hand down, Mr. Addison. Thank you. Ms. Falk?
Yes, Your Honor. Defendant Addison has one count of criminal trespass and damage to property. The state's recommendation on that is 12 months or 50 days, credit for time served 25 days. That is from March 1st of 2025 until today. Balance suspended. Stay away from 2391 Armand Road, Northeast in Atlanta. No further contact with Thomas Van Smith Jr. And restitution to be determined. We were hoping to hear from Mr. Thomas Van Smith today as far as restitution, but I have not at this time received a receipt regarding restitution. We would ask that it be held open for 30 days to give him an opportunity to respond. We would like to sound for Mr. Thomas Van Smith Jr. and do ask the defense to stipulate to venue, factual basis, and identification for the purposes of the plea. That's all for the state.
What is the restitution for? Ms.
It
Falk?
is for, I believe it was a broken window. Let me just double check. But we did speak with Mr. Thomas Van Smith and he gave us an estimated amount that it cost him to repair it. But I recognize that the court would need something more than an estimate. So we did try to reach out to him to get a receipt or something detailing the amount. But the exact object that was damaged was, let's see. If you'll just give me one moment. Just to verify. It was a rear door glass window of the home that Mr. Van Smith Jr. owns at 2391 Armand Road.
And he gave you a verbal estimate. What was the verbal estimate?
He did. The verbal estimate that Mr. Van Smith provided was $500.
A nice round number.
And he did state that that's how much it costs to repair the window.
And when did you last speak, your office last speak with
That was March 11th of 2025, so 2 weeks ago. We have had contact with him from the beginning. We have been able to text him, call him. He has returned our calls. So I just think we haven't been able to catch up with him in the last day or two to let him know the recommendation and to let us know what the restitution amount was in writing.
Okay. Mr. White?
Your Honor, it feels like 2 weeks when they told him that they needed a receipt was enough time. But otherwise, we just have to accept the plea as negotiated.
And I just need to clarify, we let him know we called him to let him know we needed a receipt yesterday. We called him 2 weeks ago and that's when he told us it was $500. I followed up and asked for him to be called yesterday to get a receipt. So apologize if there was any miscommunication on my part.
Fair enough, Judge.
Okay, I'm gonna give him 30 days and it's not to exceed $500, okay? So I don't
Understood.
want Mr. Addison to have to pay anything more than $500, given that we don't have anything here today. I don't want him to come back and it's $1,000, so I'm gonna limit it at 500. Is that fair?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Mr. White?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. If nothing further, Mr. Addison, it's my understanding that in case 25 CR 001054Y, you wish to plead guilty to criminal trespass and damage to property. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning?
No, sir.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge and that by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated. Given that my ruling on the restitution, you will have to be on probation for at least the next 30 days. If nothing's provided in the next 30 days, then probation will be suspended. If the restitution amount is provided within the next 30 days, once you paid the restitution off, the probation will be terminated. Okay?
Okay.
Thank
Mr.
you.
White, is that clear?
That's fair enough, Judge. Thank you.
Okay, very good. Mr. Addison, good luck to you, sir.
Yeah.
Position number 33, Johnson.
Mhm. And Mr. Johnson's a negotiated plea.
Miss,
That's Ms. Kim's.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Sorry, I had a hard time to unmute. Yes.
Very good. Good morning, Ms. Johnson. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar that we're conducting by video. Can you raise your right hand for me, please, ma'am? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir. I do.
Oh, yes, thank you, ma'am. You can place your hand down. Ms. Falk?
Yes, Your Honor. The state's recommendation on this simple battery is 12 months served, 36 days. Credit for time served, 18 days. That is from March 8th, 2025 until today. Family Violence Intervention Program, ADET. No firearms. No further violent contact with Melody Johnson, and stay away from 2591 Etheridge Drive Northwest, apartment B305 in Atlanta, Georgia. We did speak to Miss Melody Johnson, and she does agree with the plea recommendation. She did state she would be here on the Zoom, so we would like to sound for her. We also asked the defense stipulate to venue, factual basis, and identification for the purposes of this plea. That's all for the state.
Yes, we do stipulate so.
Okay, if Ms. Johnson is on the line and Ms. Melanie Johnson is on the line and wishes to address the court, now is your opportunity to do so. Okay, anything further, Ms. Kim?
Yes, I just wanted to tell Miss Johnson, I called and texted those two people that you asked me to do, so that's all, Your Honor. Thanks.
Okay. Ms. Johnson, it's my understanding that in case 25 CR 001254A, you wish to plead guilty to simple battery family violence. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning?
No, sir.
You've been represented by Ms. Kim. Are you happy with her representation?
Indeed, sir.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge, and that by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury? Has anyone forced you or coerced you to plead guilty?
Not at all, sir.
Okay, I'll accept the plea as negotiated, Ms. Johnson. When you complete the terms of the probation, I'll have it go to a non-reporting status, okay? So the sooner you get it done, the sooner you won't be on reporting probation.
Thank you, sir. I will be released, in 24 hours, sir.
I didn't hear your question, Ms. Johnson. I believe that you said you'll get released within the next 24 hours. Is that what you were asking?
Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am. You'll get, if you don't have anything holding you, you'll be released as soon as the jail can process you out, okay?
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Good luck to you, ma'am.
Judge, I do have a quick announcement before you proceed on, courtroom 2.
Okay,
For position number 36, Ms. Kesey, she's been released.
okay. So position number 36, case will be returned to the division judge. All right, anything further this morning at ACDC?
Yes, one more announcement, Judge. For position number 50, Ms. Seagrave, she's gonna be reset. She's taking it to trial, according to Ms. Kim.
Yes, waiver of arraignment, I will file.
Okay, so Ms. Seagrave will be a waiver. And her case will also be returned to the division judge. She'll get notification of her next hearing date. Anything further, Francois?
No, that's it. Thank you so much, Judge Morrow. I'll see you later, and thank you also, Ms. Kim.
Okay, very good. I'll see you this afternoon. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next, Your Honor, is position number 4 through 6, Mr. Allen Vincent.
And what's the announcement on Mr. Allen Vincent?
Sorry, Judge,
Vincent?
negotiated plea.
Okay. Yes, good morning, Mr. Allen Vincent. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar that we're conducting by video. Can you raise your right hand for me, please, sir?
Yes,
Do you, Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court through the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can place your hand down. Thank you, sir. Yes, Ms. Falk.
Yes, Your Honor. On the willful obstruction of an officer on position 4, the state's recommendation is 12 months served 60 days. Credit for time served 14 days from February 27th, 2025 until today. A $300 fine, BHET or MHET, to be chosen by the defendant. And position number 5 would be willful obstruction. We are asking for time served, 60 days, credit for time served, 14 days. Again, that is from February 27th, 2025. Count 2, the criminal trespass, 12 months concurrent with count 1, balance suspended, stay away from reserve at Maplewood Apartments, located at 3019 Dobbs Way in East Point. Position number 6, the willful obstruction of law enforcement officers, time served, 60 days, credit for time served, 14 days from February 27th of 2025. And this is a global recommendation. All counts are running concurrent with one another. We do ask the defense to stipulate to venue, factual basis, and identification for the purposes of this plea. That's all for the state.
Okay, I'm sorry, Ms. Falk. I must be missing something or slow this morning. It says time served, but then it's 60 days, credit for time served, 14 days.
Yes, Your Honor. When I said that was my way of saying it. But time served just for in this situation meant I was asking for no additional probation. I was just asking for the 60-day sentence with credit for the 14 days served. So I just wrote that in a way that was not as artful as I would like.
Oh, no worries. I just want to make sure that so this is an extra time, but that's all he's going to get on the count.
Correct. I think the only parts of the case that I'm asking for any kind of probation is position number 1, because I believe my position number 4, because on position number 5, that's a balance suspended.
Okay, I understand. Thank you. Mr. White?
I'm sorry, but my understanding is he should have credit for 28 days, not 14. This was reset from 313 and the initial offer was 14 days. He's been in jail 2 weeks since then.
That is likely correct. Let me just double check and confirm that. But if that is the case, he'll get credit for any days he served in jail on these cases. Yes, at this point, he has served 27 days. So he would only have 3 days remaining.
My math is 28. I mean, it's the 27th of February until today.
Right, I'm just reading from the jail screen. They're saying 27 days. I can't give him any more credit than the jail would give
Fair
him.
enough. Actually, that's correct. February is a short month. Okay.
Okay, so just so we make sure for the paperwork here, it's
Yes, Your Honor.
60 days, credit for time served, 27 days.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Yes, Mr. White.
Your Honor, we just asked to shift the pleas negotiated. We stipulate for the purposes of the plea. We would ask to convert his fine to 30 hours of community service and ask for the BHC.
Okay. If nothing further, Mr. Allen Vincent, it's my understanding that in case 25 CR 001003Y, you wish to plead guilty to willful obstruction of law enforcement officers. In case 25 CR 001004Y, you wish to plead guilty to willful obstruction of law enforcement officers and criminal trespass. And in case 25 CR 001005Y, you wish to plead guilty to willful obstruction of law enforcement officers. Is that correct, sir?
Yes, sir.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning?
No, sir.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Very much so.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on these charges and that by pleading guilty to them, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
I will accept the pleas as negotiated. Mr. Allen Vincent, let's see, we will convert the $300 fine to 30 hours of community service. It's my understanding that he prefers to have the BHET. Once he completes the terms of the probation, it'll go to a non-reporting status. And Mr. Alan Vincent, you understand you can't go back to the reserve at Maplewood, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, very good. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Your Honor.
Welcome.
I have position number 22, Mr. Christian Dawes, and he has to be interviewed.
22, that's Mr. White's case.
That's correct, Judge.
Okay, can we call medical?
I don't
Yeah.
have a phone up here,
Okay, do you all have a laptop there?
just the laptop we're using.
No, I'm sorry. I meant Mr. White.
Oh,
I did not bring a laptop today, Judge.
Okay, so if that's the case, we're gonna have to wait till the end of the court session, medical, so that I can place you into a breakout room.
okay,
Court-
thank
with
you.
Courtroom 2. All right. So we'll be with you. Thank you.
I don't mind going into breakout room to interview
Oh,
if PD
okay.
White is okay with that.
Sure, thank you, Ms. Kim.
Okay.
No problem. Thank you.
All right, so we'll place medical and Ms. Kim into a breakout room. I see that we have Ms. Chancey on the line. Who needs Ms. Chancey this morning?
That will be position number 52 and 55.
52 and 55. Then that's
Mr. Vince, please.
okay. Mr. Chatai, that's your case.
Yes.
And you'll need to speak with him, and I take it in a breakout room with Ms.
Yes,
Chancey.
Judge, I need to speak with him.
Okay. Is this him with us here, or is this someone else?
Yeah, this is him, Your Honor.
Okay, so you all tell me what you want to do. Do you want me to take the time now and take a break and place you all into a breakout room? Or do you want to continue with the calendar and do this at the end of the calendar?
Excuse me, Judge. I have an attorney, private attorney, Mr. Lauren Brown, said he's representing his client. He put that in the chat to everyone.
Okay. Mr. Brown?
I don't think he is on now. He said he has.
Yeah, he just put in the chat, Your Honor, that he'll be back in 10 minutes. He is in Clayton Superior Court. He also says, right, and he's here for Mr. Venancio, who only speaks Spanish.
Okay, so I'll wait for him to join us. Good morning, Ms. Chancey. Thank you for being here with us this morning. We'll be with you as soon as we can, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, anyone else that we can, and let's go ahead and place medical, Ms. Kim, there we go. Anyone else that we can take in courtroom 2 right now?
In court,
39 or 40, Mr. Lockett.
no, not yet. In the courtroom 2, we only have the 2 conflicts and one of Kim's clients.
Okay,
And then position number 56 through 57, Mr. Wigginton.
okay, so we'll wait for her to get out of the breakout room with that. Who's the conflict attorney that we need this morning?
Miss McLeod.
Ms. McLeod? Okay. Let's see, Miss Grace,
Yes, sir.
would you mind texting Ms. McLeod and just get an
Ye-
update
yes.
on when she'll be joining us this
Yes, sir.
morning?
I'm doing it now.
Oh, great, thank you.
Okay.
I appreciate it.
No problem.
I'm a micromanager, I'm sorry. Okay, I guess we'll be in recess until we're ready to go forward with someone else.
Thank you.
I do have an announcement for position number 22. It will be waiver of arraignment, and I'll file the paperwork.
Okay, very good. So that's Mr. Doss, position 22 is a waiver. This case will be returned to the division judge.
Your Honor, this is position number 56 through 57, Mr. Williamson.
Okay. And I have that this is a non-negotiated plea, Ms. Kim.
Yes, only if a solicitor wants to accept that the balance to be suspended, then it can be negotiated plea.
On which position?
56, James Wigington.
Yes, I did send Miss Kim an email back responding to her email that we would agree to balance suspended and to remove the 8 weeks anger management.
Awesome.
Okay.
Thank you. It
Not a
will be
problem.
negotiated plea now.
All right, and there was an agreement on the NOLO as well.
Is
There
it
was
okay?
no, there was not
Would
an
you please
agreement on the
check?
NOLO.
Okay, so the state's objecting to a NOLO.
Yes.
Okay. Can I get the history?
Oh, can I talk to my client if he is willing to just accept as a guilty, and then maybe we can kind of
Okay,
discuss.
that's
Yeah.
fine. Do you, how would you like to achieve that, Ms. Kim?
Oh, he can call me, or I can call the jail really quick.
The jail.
Okay, I'll call the jail. Thank you, Your Honor.
Go ahead, have a seat in that chair.
Thank you.
Yep. thank you.
No,
Yes. Kim, the number is 22060. Please call now.
Please, we want to go back to fire. I got a sack like them.
Ms. Strong, while we're waiting, did I send you a no pros on Mr. Copeland, position 21?
Yes.
Okay, just wanted to make sure I didn't have it marked off on my calendar. Thank you.
Thank you.
And while we're waiting, Mr. Chatai, position 37, Mr. Kellum. What are we doing with Mr. Kellum this morning?
I need to speak to him, Judge.
Okay.
And
And
looks like Attorney Brown is here.
yes, good morning, Mr. Brown. Can you?
37.
Hi, good morning, Judge. Sorry for my tardiness. I'm doing triple duty this morning.
No worries. We do have an interpreter on the line. Do you need to speak with your client through the interpreter, or what are we doing with your client today?
Well, if I could have just a few minutes to speak with Ms. Falk, I have some ideas about trying to perhaps close both the cases. I did get enough discovery already to review it and intelligently negotiate on his behalf.
Okay. Would you like me to place you into a breakout room with Ms. Falk?
If that works for her.
That's
Ms.
fine.
Falk? Okay. Ms. Grace, are you with me? Ms. Grace?
Yes, sir, I'm here. I was talking to Ms. McLeod. I'm sorry, she's about to log on.
Okay, thank you. Can you place Attorney Brown and Ms. Falk into a breakout room, please?
Yes.
Thank you.
And Your Honor and PD Chitai, before I'm put into the breakout, Brandon Kellum, position 37 was released on March 23rd, 2025. So that is going to be a reset further notice.
Okay, thank you.
Right, that's okay. Yeah. Yeah, and then I'm done. The FTA and all that's done.
Your Honor, my client is ready. Position number 56 to 57, Wigington, will be negotiated plea to guilty.
Okay. Let me take that real quick, Ms. Falk, before we go into the breakout.
That's what I was
room.
going to ask the court, which we would prefer to do. All right,
Thank-
ready
thank
to
you.
proceed.
Tell me what number that was again, Ms. Kim, I'm sorry.
56
56,
to,
Okay.
yeah.
and then 57, the FTA.
Okay, thank you.
Your Honor, the state's recommendation on the one count of affray is 12 months served 26 days, credit for time served 13 days. That is from March 13th, 2025 until today. No further contact with Arlington Castle. At this time, we would like to sound for Mr. Arlington Castle. Position number 57 will be a null pros upon acceptance of this plea. We do ask the defense to stipulate to venue, factual basis, and identification for the purposes of the plea. That's all for the state.
Yes, we stipulate so, Your Honor.
Okay, if Arlington Castle is on the line and wishes to address the court, now is your opportunity. Yes, good morning, Mr. Wigington. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar that we're conducting by video. Can you raise your right hand for me, please, sir? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Thank you. You can place your hand down. Mr. Wigington, it's my understanding that in case 23 CR 008153E, you wish to plead guilty to affray. Is that correct?
Correct.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning?
No, sir.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with her representation?
Yes, sir.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge, and that by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
I do.
Has anyone forced you or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated, Mr. Wigington. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
Okay.
Position 39 and 40, Joseph Lockett.
And this is also going to be a negotiated plea.
Yes, Judge.
Okay, let's go ahead and take this out as well, Ms. Falk, if you don't mind.
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm sorry, that's what number was it?
39 and 40, Mr. Lockett. Good morning, Mr. Lockett. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar that we're conducting by video. Can you raise your right hand for me, please, sir? Do you swear or affirm the testimony that you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, sir. You can place your hand down. Yes, Ms. Falk.
Yes, Your Honor. On position 39, the theft of services, state's recommendation on that case is 12 months served 30 days, credit for time served 12 days. That's going to be from March 14th, 2025 until today. Balance probated in an anti-theft course. $82 in restitution to Atlanta Checker Cab located at 563 Trabert Avenue in Atlanta, and no further contact with David Rice. We do ask on position 40 that be null prost upon the acceptance of this plea. We would like to sound for David Rice, and we do ask the defense to stipulate to venue, factual basis, and identification for the purposes of this plea. That's all for the state.
Mr. Rice is on the line and wishes to address the court. Now is your opportunity. Yes, Mr. Chitai.
We stipulate, Your Honor, and just ask that probation start once Mr. Lockett gets done with his hold. He has holds in DeKalb County and Chamblee. So, once he gets out of those, I ask that we delay starting probation until after those.
Mr. Lockett, it's my understanding that in case 20 COV 000295, you wish to plead guilty to theft of services. Is that correct?
Yeah, the plea that I went over with my attorney yesterday, but I believe if that's correct with my attorney, is that the correct thing that I'm saying? Yes.
Okay, I'm asking you, Mr.
But yes, it is the plea.
Mr.
Yes,
Lockett.
yes, yes.
Okay, so you wish to plead guilty to that charge of theft
Yeah.
of services. Is that right?
Yes, I wish to take the plea that I talked with my attorney to yesterday about.
Okay. Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol at the present time?
No,
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with his representation?
yes, I am.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge, and that by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury.
Yes, I do.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No.
Okay, I'll accept the plea as negotiated, Mr. Lockett. As soon as you complete the terms of the probation, I'll have it terminate.
Okay, thank you.
All
And
right.
can I say something to the driver?
I don't believe that he's on the line.
Okay,
Mr. David Rice is not with us this morning, sir.
okay.
All right, good luck to you. Let's see. I'm gonna go to Ms. McLeod in just a moment, but let me get Ms. Falk into that breakout room.
Yes, Your Honor, I'm joining now.
Okay, thank you. Good morning, Ms. McLeod. How are you today?
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm fine, thank you.
Let's see. Let's start. I believe that you
Mr.
represent Mr.
Coleman.
Coleman, 16 through 19. What are we doing with Mr. Coleman today?
This is going to be a negotiated plea, Your Honor.
Okay. And I'll have to wait for Ms. Falk to get back with us to take that plea. You also, do you also have position 29, Mr. Gary?
Mr. Geary.
DeQuavius Gary, is that not? I have conflict attorney by oh, no, I'm sorry. He was released. I apologize.
Your Honor, I was asked to speak with Mr. Pittman, and I have spoken with him. He has a plea offer from the state, but it is not a time-served plea offer. And he had some questions, so I told him I would have to visit him at the jail to discuss what he needs to know in detail. And so I have to do that because I wasn't able to answer everything all the questions he had while I was speaking to him on the phone earlier.
Okay. Would you like me to reset that case until next Tuesday?
Yes, Your Honor, if you would. That would give me the opportunity to speak with him and to share some of the discovery in the case with him.
Okay, very good. I believe next Tuesday's April 1st, if it's not my.
It is.
So we'll reset him for next Tuesday, April 1st.
And what position?
That's positions 46 and 47.
Mr. Pittman.
Thank you.
Okay. And we'll take that other plea as soon as
Okay, well, this is
Ms.
not.
McLeod gets, I'm sorry, Ms. Falk gets back with us, Ms. McLeod.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. And who do we have in medical there?
Position 14, Mr. Quentin Bunch.
Mr. White in the courtroom?
And Judge, I'm away.
I'm just wondering what we're doing with Mr. Bunch this morning.
Yeah, Mr. Bunch is going to be a waiver.
Okay.
Guilty plea.
Good morning, Mr. Bunch. Your case is going to be returned to the division judge. You'll get notice of your next hearing date, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, we will be in recess until Ms. Falk rejoins us.
Okay.
Why did you go down as they closed the box?
No, Coleman, but they waiting for Falk to come back. But, yeah, McLeod, they just said your case because they waited for Ms. Falk to come back. They were seeing what was going on.
Oh, shit. Well, wait. You ain't out there. You've been working with Fort County for a long time. I'm not like you before.
20 years.
Once I played golf with you a long time ago. I played golf to entertain the builders. I don't play golf either. That's why I love taking me down the golf.
Excuse me, courtroom 2. You are not on mute. Okay, thank you.
Your Honor, I'm prepared to move forward.
Okay. And Mr. Venecio, what are we doing with him this morning?
Well, Mr. Sperling and I are still discussing, so if you could just give us a little more time, but I told him I would be able to finish communication via chat, so I don't need a
Okay.
breakout, and I knew obviously it was time sensitive for us to continue court.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. Let's see, who do we have next in courtroom 2, please?
McLeod's case, Mr. Coleman, 16 through 19.
Okay, and this is a negotiated plea, Ms. McLeod?
Yes, Your Honor, it is.
Good morning, Mr. Coleman. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar that we're conducting by video. Can you raise your right hand for me, please, sir? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court to be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can place your hand down. Thank you. Yes, Ms. Fall.
Yes, Your Honor. On position number 16, which if Ms. McLeod would waive sounding on.
Yes.
Okay. The recommendation is 12 months to serve 64 days, credit for time served 32 days. That's going to be from August 18th to September 6th, 2022, March 14th, 2025 until today. Balance probated, 40 hours of community service. Stay away from all MARTA. No further contact with Jamama Sumi and SDET. Position number 17. Count 1, the DUI, is 12 months served 24 days, credit for time served 12 days. That is from March 14th of 2025. 2 victim impact panels, ADET, DUI risk reduction, 40 hours of community service, a $500 fine. Count 2, the driving without a valid license, merges with count 3. Count 3, the driving while license suspended, 12 months served 24 days, credit for time served 12 days with a $500 fine. Count 4 would be time served 24 days, credit for time served 12 days. Count 5, and excuse me, count 4 is operation of a motor vehicle with expired or no license plate. Count 5, expired tag, time served 24 days, credit for time served 12 days. There is also an additional case, Ms. McLeod, where's your client intending to plea on that case ending in 7631? That's an add-on? That's on the recommendations? Okay. The add-on, which is 24007631Y, obstruction of a law enforcement officer, 12 months concurrent with all of the previous cases, as well as a $300 fine. This is a global recommendation. All counts, are running concurrent with one another. Positions 18 and 19 will be null prost upon the acceptance of this plea. We would like to sound for Miss Jamama Sumi, and we do ask the defense to stipulate to venue, factual basis, and identification for the purposes of the plea. That's all for the state.
Stipulate.
Thank you, Ms. McLeod.
Okay, Ms. Sumi's present and wishes to address the court. Now is your opportunity. Anything further, Ms. McLeod? Mr. Coleman, yes, do you need to speak in private with Ms. McLeod?
Yeah, the obstruction with law enforcement, that's not me. She ain't never told me nothing about that.
Thank you.
Okay, so it appears that you do need to speak with her. Can you call courtroom 2, Ms. McLeod, or have them call you?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. McLeod, you know the number, correct?
Yes, I think so.
2060.
Do you have all the paperwork that you need on that,
Thank you.
on that charge, Ms. McLeod, or can I get someone to send?
No, Your Honor, she has to send it to me.
Okay, Ms. Falk, would you mind doing that for the court?
Yes, Your Honor. And by paperwork, the plea recommendation, police report, what would you need, Ms. McLeod?
The police report.
Yes, I will send that over right away.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll be in recess until someone's ready to continue.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Do we have someone in courtroom 2?
We have position number.
No, I'm just wondering, I see that we do have supposedly a probation calendar today. Do we have the probationers? Have they been polled?
No, I don't think any of them are in custody, to my knowledge.
Judge, we didn't get a calendar.
Oh, I don't even know about no probation.
Yes, I'm glad I got your note here. You're like, what about me?
Sorry, just a little bit. My apologies. I know it's been a minute since you guys have done them, you know, because they've been going back to the judge, and I just thought I might want to say something.
Okay, so who, I don't have the calendar before me. Who do we suppose to have on the calendar today?
It looks like there are 2 positions on the calendar, Your Honor, Michael Alexander and Christian Doss.
Correct.
And I can forward those if the jail could put in the chat, because I know you don't like to obviously give your email out on YouTube. If you don't mind putting it in the chat, I can email you and Judge Morrow the calendar for the probation revocations.
I have the calendar.
Okay.
Oh, okay, you do have it now.
No,
Yes.
I have the calendar. I don't know.
But the courtroom 2 will still need that.
Oh, okay.
Doss was on the main calendar.
Correct. He is on the main calendar as well.
So do you all need Kristen Doss to come back to court?
Yes, it was a waiver. Well, I didn't know he was here in court. It was a waiver of arraignment, not guilty, but yes, he will still need to be addressed on the probation revocation.
Okay.
Do we
And-
have some kind of offer for probation? I mean, is it going to be time served?
No, it's not. His officer is requesting that he continues on probation. He has 170 days remaining. He still has time to complete his conditions.
Okay.
Okay, and what about Michael Alexander? Can we get Mr. Alexander? Courtroom 2?
What was the question, Your
Can you
Honor?
get Michael Alexander? I guess he's on this calendar. I don't know. Checking on it, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you.
Michael Alexander, correct?
Yes. And we'll have someone send y'all the calendar.
Who am I sending it to? I'm sorry.
Mr. White, do you have something there that you can receive the calendar?
Send it to Alex Chiton.
Oh, yeah,
I didn't-
let's send it to Mr. Chitan.
Anybody else?
Do you have a copy of the calendar, the probation calendar, Ms. Kim?
No, I don't have a probation calendar. That's
Okay,
why I
well-
thought I was done with Mr. Doss.
Okay, we'll send it to you as well.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll take care of those calendars as well as soon as we get them before us.
Yeah.
Sure.
Is this Mr. Doss? Can I be put on the breakout room with him just to address about the probation?
Okay,
This
of
is,
course.
This is Kamara, position number 35, Mr. Kamara.
Yeah, that's my client.
Okay. And this is going to be a negotiated plea.
Yes, Judge.
Good morning, Mr. Kamara. I'm Judge Eric Mara. This is the state all-purpose calendar that we're conducting by video. Can you raise your right hand for me, please, sir? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Sir.
Okay, you can place your hand down. Thank you. Ms. Falk?
Yes, Your Honor. My apologies. Which position is this?
35?
Thank you, Your Honor. On position 35, Your Honor, the state's recommendation is to the one count, but we will waive sounding on is 12 months served 90 days, credit for time served 21 days. That's from March 25th, 2021 to March 26th, 2021, and March 7th, 2025 until today. Balance probated. Stay away from 535 10th Street Northwest in Atlanta. No further contact with Stania Montgomery, SDET, and no firearms. We do ask the defense to stipulate to venue factual basis and identification for the purposes of the plea, and we would like to sound for Ms. Stania Montgomery at this time if she would like to speak in accordance with Marcy's law. That's all for the state.
Ms. Montgomery is on the line and wishes to address the court. Now is your opportunity. Doesn't appear so. Yes, Mr. Chatai.
We so stipulate, Judge.
Okay. Mr. Kamara, it's my understanding that in case 21 CR 001438H, you wish to plead guilty to one misdemeanor offense. Is that correct? Medical, you have to unmute for me there. Thank you. Do you hear my question, Mr. Kamara?
Answer it again for me, please.
Of course, of course. It's my understanding that you wish to plead guilty to one misdemeanor offense. Is that right?
Yeah.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning?
No, sir.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes, sir.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge and that by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Sure.
Has anyone forced you or coerced you to plead guilty?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Now listen to my question, Mr. Kamara. So you're pleading guilty to this charge. Has anybody forced you to do that, to plead guilty?
No, no, sir.
Are you doing this freely and voluntarily and of your own free will?
No, sir.
Okay, again, you're gonna have to listen to my question. Are you freely and voluntarily pleading guilty to this misdemeanor charge of your own free will?
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, I'll accept the plea as negotiated, Mr. Kamara. When you complete the terms of the probation, I'll have it go to a non-reporting status, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, good luck to you, sir.
Yes, sir. I have one more question.
Mr. Chatai?
Yeah, Mr. Kumar, what is it?
Oh yeah, so I gotta come to court or something.
All right, you're held on other cases, so.
Got Mr. Dawes, Mr. Christian Dawes on the probation calendar.
Okay, so Ms. Kim will place you into a breakout room. Do you have everything you need?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so if we can place Ms. Kim and medical into a breakout room, please.
Okay, Judge.
Thank you. Okay, and is this, Mr. Doss, is that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and this is on, good morning again, Mr. Doss. This is the probation revocation calendar. The charge was theft by shoplifting. Yes, probation. Where are we with Mr. Doss's case?
Yes, Your Honor. We're here for case 24-CR 00081J. He was seen on October the 1st of 2024 for theft and shoplifting. He was sentenced to 12 months probation and to complete a theft course. He never reported to probation. He never completed the course. He has 170 days remaining, but the new order is to time serve since he's been incarcerated since March 11th, and he's taken a plea on another case anyway. So we'll time serve.
Okay, Ms. Kim?
Time served, we have no objection, but the other case, we, instead of taking a plea deal, we are actually pleading not guilty and pay for the bond. That's what we want to do. Would that be okay? But he's there full time. You know,
That's
Jay.
fine.
Also,
Time served is fine.
thank you. Is it okay with you, Mr. Doss? I just want to make sure it will be time served and the probation will be completed for 2024 case.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll accept probation's recommendation, time served. Good luck to you, Mr. Doss.
We have Mr. Alexander here at Coleman too.
Okay, has someone spoken with Mr. Alexander?
We haven't, Judge. We don't have an offer or know anything what's going on anyway, so we can just.
Mr. Alexander's son was calling me, and I will give him the SAP link so that way he can join as well.
Okay.
Do you need JCS recommendation, and then I can discuss it with.
Okay.
Is
So,
that-
go ahead. Give me one moment, Mr. McLeod. And so, Mr. Alexander, what is the recommendation from probation on Mr. Alexander?
It's gonna be to continue on probation, Your Honor.
Okay.
Give me 30 seconds, Judge.
All right, very good. So we'll be back to Mr. Alexander. I'm sorry, Ms. McLeod, yes.
I was able to speak with Mr. Coleman, Your Honor, and he is going to be accepting the state's plea offer.
Okay, so we'll go back to Mr. Coleman, whose position 16 through 19. Okay, we'd already received the state's recommendations. Anything further, Ms. McLeod?
Your Honor, my client has been in jail for some time, so I would ask the court if his probation fees could be waived for at least the first 3 months to give him an opportunity to kind of get on his feet once he gets out.
Okay, anything further?
And nothing further, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Coleman, it's my understanding that in case 22 CR 005540Y, you wish to plead guilty to one misdemeanor offense. In case 23 CR 002880Y, you wish to plead guilty to driving under the influence of alcohol per se, driving while your license was suspended or revoked, operation of a motor vehicle with expired or no license plate, expired tag, or unregistered vehicle. And in case 24 CR 007631Y, you wish to plead guilty to obstruction of law enforcement officer. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol at the present time?
No, sir.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with her representation?
Yes, sir.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on these charges, and that by pleading guilty to them, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
I'll accept the pleas as negotiated, Mr. Coleman. I will waive 2 months of the probation fees to help you have time to get a job. And once you complete the terms of the probation, I'll have it go to a non-reporting status. So the sooner you get it done, the sooner you won't be on reporting probation and have to pay those fees, okay?
All
All right, good luck to you, Mr. Coleman.
Thank you, Your Honor. And that concludes my business before the court today. May I be excused?
Yes, we'll see you next time. Thank you, Ms. McLeod. We appreciate
You're
it.
welcome.
And where are we? I believe the last matter that we have is position 52 and through 55, Mr. Venecio. Where are we with that matter? Do we know, Ms. Falk?
Yes, Your Honor, I submitted a proposed resolution to Mr. Brown, and I believe he may be talking to his client, but he could best let me know what he accepted the state's offer as modified, but I don't know if he's speaking to his client or not. But
Okay.
the interpreter's here, so I'm guessing maybe not.
Right.
Oh, he's here in courtroom 2. No breakout.
Okay. Well, as soon as Mr. Brown comes back on the line with us.
You got
Aside,
I didn't know if Your Honor wanted to go over the calendar. If that's the only
yeah.
cases we're waiting on.
Right, yes, as soon as, let me see if Mr. White is ready to go on the last probation case.
Nobody.
No, it was on hold.
Well, I hit the line.
You hung it up.
I hit the line and it didn't. Yes, we're ready on the probation. It's who? No, he's in agreement with continuing probation. We just want, we'd just like clarification on how much time he has left and what he needs to do. Additionally, he does have a Henry County hold when he leaves here. So just to make sure probation's aware that he won't be, coming straight to them.
Okay. Good morning, Mr. Alexander. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the probation revocation calendar. We're here on case 23 CR 000264J. The charge was battery family violence. Where are we with Mr. Alexander's case, probation?
Thank you, Your Honor. Case number 23CR000264J. He was seen on January 31st, 2023 for battery family violence. He was sentenced to 12 months probation, no contact with victim, and a completed 24-week domestic violence program. He last reported on April 27th, 2023 for a total of 2 times. He never enrolled in the class. He currently has 214 days remaining on probation. If he's being held on another charge, most likely he's not going to be able to complete the conditions of his probation then, because that course is a 180-day course.
You're on mute there, Mr. White.
We would accept the time served offer at this point. I think this is the only thing he's been in jail for the entire time, so.
Give me 1 second, Your Honor.
What is he being held on? Do you know the other charge?
He's not being held on another charge here in Fulton County, Judge. It's something Henry County.
We'll move forward with time served since he was picked up on our warrant.
How many days has he been in jail on this?
He's been in jail since March 16th.
Did he tell you what he's in, what the charge is, and what is it, Henry County?
It's another probation issue, Judge.
Okay. I'm not willing to accept a time served plea in this matter. If he didn't do anything, hasn't tried to do anything, didn't report, I don't think that's acceptable. I'm going to give him the opportunity.
I'm Mr. Alexander's son. My father has medical conditions, and I can send over the documentations. My father has
Okay.
been hospitalized.
Okay. Hold on, sir.
No,
Hold on.
I'm here. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
okay, I'm willing to listen
Sorry.
to you, but you're gonna have to calm down for just one
I'm
second
sorry,
for me
sorry.
and
It's
listen
just
to
because
me.
I've been going, we going through, he's to have his medication.
Okay,
that
hold
he
on,
has.
Mr.
Okay,
Benji, hold on.
okay. Thank you. I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry,
No,
Your Honor.
you're fine. I understand
I'm
you're
sorry.
passionate here.
I'm care. I care,
You,
and I'm sorry. But I
okay,
care.
okay,
Okay,
calm
okay,
down, Mr. Benji.
okay.
All
Thank
right,
you so much.
you're not driving, are you?
No, I'm in the car sitting. My sister driving. I'm sitting in the car with her. I'm worried. I'm trying to come down there to you guys, but I was
Okay,
able to get
okay,
the
hold,
room.
hold on.
Okay,
Now, what's your last name?
Alexander.
Okay, so Mr. Alexander, can you raise your right hand for me,
Yes,
please?
I can.
All right, do you swear affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, it is.
Okay, put your hand down. Now tell me calmly, what do you want to tell me about your dad?
I want to pass. My dad have had health conditions with his, medical, with asthma, and he was in a Shepherd Center recovering, and he was homeless. He just now get his place. He's just now getting himself together, and I'm a passionate son, and I care about him, and I know that he's been that situation where he encountered that misdemeanor in Fulton County was with a family member that did some things that made all of these allegations. My father is a dedicated, passionate worker, live in Buckhead, have a beautiful work, everyday passionate worker, despite of his medical conditions. And I promise you, I will not tell you the Henry County is for 2001 if you want to do anything. So this is the first time being able to even get in contact with Mr. Alexander, my father.
Oh, okay, Miss. Oh, hold on a second. Hold on. So, probation, is my understanding that prior to this time, you were recommending time served. Is that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is that still your recommendation?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. What is your recommendation at the present time?
Then I request we revoke 10 days since he has another previous case with us that was unsuccessful with the same charge. We'll just do 10 days revoke and then term unsuccessful, if that's okay with you, Your Honor.
Okay, so it would still, but he's been in custody for how long?
He's been in custody since March
So
16th.
so that's about 9 or 10 days.
That's 9 days, so that would give him a total of 19 since he has a
Okay.
victim.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna, I want this to get this behind him based on what I'm hearing from his son here. So I'm gonna give him 9 days, credit for time served 9 days, and we're gonna close the case. Okay? All right, you're fine, Mr. Alexander. I understand that you're patient. Mr. White, is that fine with you and your client?
Absolutely, Judge.
Okay, so that will be the order of the court.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, I just need clarification. So it's just a 9 days flat or 9 days plus?
Yes, yeah, it's the 9 days that he's been in custody. I'm gonna give him credit for that time that he's already been in custody, those 9 days, and we're gonna close the case.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay?
God bless you.
All right.
Thank you,
Good
Judge.
luck to you, both of you, Mr.
Thank you.
Alexander.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome, sir.
All right, you guys have a great day. Love you.
Okay, so I believe that we only have one additional case on this calendar, and we're waiting for Mr. Brown to make an announcement. So while we do that, can we go over the calendar, Ms. Strong?
I am ready for that announcement, Judge.
Okay, yes, Mr. Brown.
Miss Falk and I have worked out the case. We have a fully negotiated plea as to both of my clients' matters. Because of the immigration issues and because of the language barrier and it not being a time-served case, would Your Honor be willing to reset this until the same calendar next week so we can go visit our new client in the jail to review everything with him and be prepared?
Of course, Mr. Brown, that'll be fine. So we'll reset the case until next Tuesday, which is going to be April 1st. Okay?
Yes, Judge, same link or we'll get new links?
You should get you'll get an updated calendar. Okay, Ms. Chancey, thank you for being here. Now, we've got this, we have the Spanish interpreter here. So will we need her assistance next Tuesday, or do you have someone to speak with your client, Mr. Brown?
Oh.
I think I've
Sorry,
lost
could you
you.
repeat that?
Okay, are you gonna need the Spanish interpreter next Tuesday? Yes?
I'll be here, sir.
Okay, I think we're gonna need your assistance, Ms. Chancellor. Thank you for being here with us today. I'm sorry that you spent so much time with us, but I appreciate it.
No, that's fine. Would you like me to tell Mr. Venancio that there's a reset or?
Yes, Mr. Brown, we're gonna tell your client that we're gonna reset him for next week through the Spanish interpreter. Is that okay with you?
It is, and if she'll just let our client know that Mr. Sperling will be out to visit him at his earliest convenience.
Okay.
Señor Venancio, el abogado Sperling va a ir a visitarlo en la semana que viene y para que le van a dar una nueva cita para que comparezca el nuevo martes de la semana que viene. Yes.
Okay, very good. All right, thank you, Ms. Chancey. We'll see you next
You're welcome,
week.
sir.
And
Have a good day.
you as well, Mr. Brown. Have a good day.
Thank you, Judge. Thank you, Ms. Paul.
Okay, as soon as Ms. Strong is ready, we'll go over the calendar.
Can you hear me? Okay. Yes.
Yes.
Position number 1 was a plea. Position number 2 and 3 was released. Position number 4 was a plea. 5 and 6 were a plea. Position number 7 waived arraignment. 8 and 9 and position number 10 were a plea. 11 waived arraignment. 12, 13, 14, 15 all waived arraignment. 16 and 17 were a plea. 18 and 19 null pros. Position number 20 was a plea. 21 was null pros. 22 waived arraignment. 23, the bench warrant was set aside and it'll be returned to the division. 24, bench warrant set aside. 25 and 26 waived arraignment. 27 and 28 are reset for next Tuesday's SAP calendar. 29 was released. 30 is reset for April the 3rd SAP calendar. 31 waived arraignment. 32 waived arraignment. 33 is a plea. 34 is reset for next Tuesday's SAP calendar. 35 was a plea. 36 and 37 were released. 38 is reset for next Tuesday's SAP calendar. 39 is a plea. 40 was null pros. 41 was a plea. 42 is null pros. 43 and 44 are waived arraignment. 45 is pending a DA transfer reset for next Tuesday's SAP calendar. 46 and 47 are also reset for next Tuesday's SAP calendar. 48 waived arraignment. 49 reset for next Tuesday's SAP calendar. 50 waived arraignment. 51 reset for next Tuesday's SAP calendar. Same announcement for 52, 53, 54, and 55 reset for next Tuesday's SAP calendar. 56 was a plea. 57 was null pros. 58 was a plea. 59 is reset for April the 8th SAP calendar, also for position number 60 and 61, and 62 was released.
Position 38, Ms. Strong, I had in my notes that that was reset to the competency calendar. Had that changed? Because I think the announcement was it was reset to next week.
Hold on 1 second. Let me. Oh, I see it now. Okay, competency. So it'll be.
And I was
next-
going to ask the date that we were going to reset that one to next week or to this Thursday.
No, next Thursday's next Thursday's competency calendar. So that'll be the 3rd.
Got it.
Thank you.
Of course. Thank you.
And just also for clarification on positions 27, 28, reset 41, just to inform everyone, that should be a conflict case. I just got an email late last night about that, so.
Do we have an attorney assigned to that?
No, that's We just realized it at this point, so.
Oh, understood.
So if we can make sure that
Yes, sir.
um, someone gets assigned that case. Okay, anything else? If not,
Your
thank
Honor,
you all. Yes.
I just
Ms.
want
Vaughn.
to apologize for my tardiness to the court and thank you for your understanding and your patience. I appreciate it. I
Well,
did send an email, but I wasn't sure if it got to anyone.
I appreciate that, Ms. Falk. No apologies necessary. The court was also tardy this morning as we were trying to get in the courtroom. So everybody was a little tardy.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you all. We will see you next Tuesday. All right. Y'all have a good rest of the week.
Me? You open? Then you can do a mic. It's insane. I mean,
Come, please. Explain.
Yeah.